Hello guys, welcome to this quick video. So this is going to be a show me, tell me questions and answer for the VW ID3. So this video is only going to be focusing on the question that is related to this specific car. So all the other questions I would not be dealing with in this video, so bear that in mind. So you will be asked two vehicle safety questions during your test. One of it is going to be a tell me question and the other would be a show me. The tell me question will be asked before you set off on the drive, while the show me will be during your drive, so while you're driving. The controls in this vehicle are placed behind the steering wheel with the exception of your hazard warning light. This touch part here controls your light and also the fog light and your demister. This is your indicator stalk, and also you use this to put your full beam on. And here is your wiper stalk, and of course this is your gear lever. So let's get through the questions. So remember that every question will be asked by starting with when it's safe to do so. So remember, only do this when it's safe and don't rush into it. And remember to turn your ignition on if you're packed. So to turn your dipped headlights on, tap the mode button once to scroll from auto to dipped headlights. And if this is off, then just tap it continuously until you get to the dipped headlight. And to turn it off, just continuously tap until you get to either auto or off again. Tell me how you'd switch your headlight from dipped to main beam and explain how you know the main beam is on. To turn your main beam or your full beam on, with your dipped headlight already on, push the stalk control on your left away from you. The blue headlight icon will signify that your full beam is on. To turn your full beam and dipped headlights off, the easiest way to do this is by tapping the mode button until it scrolls to either off or auto position. So tell me how you'd switch on your rear fog lights and explain when you'd use it. To switch on your rear fog light, with your ignition on, tap the rear fog light icon and check that the warning light is on your dash. Tapping this icon again turns the rear fog light off. Can you show me how you'd set the rear demister? To turn on your rear demister, all you have to do is tap on the rear demister icon and the icon will light up in orange, signifying that it's on. Show me how you demist the front windscreen. All you have to do is tap the max icon and this icon again would light up in orange, signifying that it's on. And to turn it off, tap the icon one more time and the light goes off. And that's off. Show me how you wash and clean the rear windscreen. Using the wiper stalk on your right, push the stalk away from you and wait until the water and the wiper starts to operate. And when the examiner is happy with that, then release the stalk. Now remember that at this point, the rear wiper remains on. So to turn it off, push it one click towards you and let go. And that's off. Show me how you wash and clean the front windscreen. Push the wiper control towards you and wait until the fluid and the wiper starts to operate. Once your examiner is happy, release the stalk control. Show me how you'd operate the horn. You can operate the horn by applying firm pressure on the center of the steering wheel, just below the VW logo. You can also do this without taking your hands off the steering by using your thumb to apply firm pressure on the trumpet icon on either your right hand side or the left hand side of the steering wheel. Show me how you'd open and close the side windows. Using any of the window controls, press down to open the window and pull up to close the window. Remember that the left window controls the passenger side while the right controls the driver's side. Tapping the rear icon switches the controls to the rear window. So this time around, the left controls the rear passenger side and the right controls the rear driver's side window. Tell me where you'd find the information for the recommended tire pressure for this car and how tire pressure should be checked. The recommended tire pressure for this car can be found in the manufacturer's manual, and this can also be found on the driver's side door pillar. Open the bonnet and tell me how you check that the engine has sufficient engine coolant. All you need to do is open the bonnet, locate the coolant tank, and identify the maximum and the minimum markers. These are the two lines that you see at the top and bottom of the coolant tank. If the coolant is at or below the minimum marker, then the tank should be topped up to the maximum marker. And remember to mention that this should only be done when the engine is cold and on a leveled ground. Open the bonnet and tell me how you check that you have a safe level of hydraulic brake fluid. Your brake fluid is the smaller tank behind the engine coolant tank. So that's the one with the sign or the symbol of a brake pad on top of it, the yellow one. And the explanation would be just the same as the coolant. So identify the minimum and the maximum marker. If the fluid is at or below the minimum marker, then you should be topping this up to the maximum level. So up to where the maximum marker is. Examiners do not need you to recite to them what's written on the book or what you've watched in this video. They just need to see that you understand and you know how to top your coolant and your other fluids up. That's it. So keep it simple and show that you understand how to do it. And that's it. And also remember that you do not need to touch any of these things that you're explaining other than opening and closing the bonnet. Last but not the least, how to check your engine oil. Now, this is not going to be necessary for this car because the car is an electric vehicle. So there's no engine and there's no oil to be topped up. So this is the end of the video and good luck with your driving tests.